We absorb something in our environment that made us adapt to the wrong values, to the wrong standards of what you should be valuing. Why do you do everything you do? And that goes as far as what you eat, what you think, what you wear, how are you symbolizing yourself, what archetypes are you playing in the collective unconscious. We could be adapting to other people's values if we never question our own system. So what system are we inputting in every day to go towards whatever we have in our own unique value system? So when we learn to separate our actions, our values, and how the system works, then we can understand how to better go towards whatever we're going to go towards and how to keep ourselves in check. So the body is very intelligent. We have to really understand how the mind and the body is connected, and our value system can be seen in the limbic system. So what are the values we're storing based on the memories that are being encoded in the brain? This process of emotions is unique to you. That's how we process emotions. We get a thought, we get an emotional current, which is an energy in motion. We start thinking about the emotion. So we create a bigger sensation for the emotion. We want to prepare the body for the feeling, but the emotion hasn't been encoded yet. Your brain is trying to assimilate everything together to create this image for you to predict the emotion. And the more you think about that, the more you're going to start feeling that within the body, essentially manifesting the emotion you're predicting in your brain. But when we're present and we acknowledge this is what we're doing, then we can hold ourselves and we just feel the energy in motion instead of just trying to repeat a past event, which is just repressing the emotion and chemically causing more weight for your brain. It's like you're creating a bigger image. So it's this whole cycle. The more aware we are of the memories we have encoded, the energy in motion that's blocked within the body, and how everything works together, then we can be an alchemizer of our own unique system, understanding our conscious and our unconscious, and how we can manage these two worlds to be consciously aware of our value system. And then the value system is a whole other aspect that we can decode about ourselves. That's where we can understand the values we have, depending on the archetypes, depending on the cues we have about ourselves that make us us. Not the material things, but the feelings, the emotions, the sensations, the things we can't rationally explain. Our creativity, things that just come, that are just natural to us, that just feel right. That's our unique creative essence. So what values are we upholding? What's our compass? Are we running a compass that's not even ours? What's your North Star? What's your South Star? You can see that through astrology. There's this little planet called Venus. Well, it's not so little actually. It's this yellow, distinguished planet because it's beautiful. Venus is a planet of love, appreciation, values, beauty. Venus in astrology represents values, your self-esteem. What are you interested in? What's your compass? And your moon is going to dictate your energy in motion. So your emotions, how you encode your emotions, what makes you comfortable. So understanding your Venus, your self-worth, how you value things, and understanding your energies, your emotions, what you're comfortable with, gives you a better understanding of this system and how you can access it uniquely based on your own chart, your own blueprint, and how you can alchemize it, right? That's all astrology really is about, is understanding yourself and using these energies in a way that's unique to you and go towards whatever you want to go towards. Putting the discipline, of course, but this just gives you a self-assurance tool of understanding your psyche in a deeper level. For instance, my example, if I have Venus in Capricorn, in my 5th house, Capricorn is structure, discipline. Capricorn is cardinal earth, so it's initiating and creating new ways of thinking and practicalizing. So I value discipline, structure. I value the Capricorn archetype, and I have Venus there. So I place my value upon these things. So if I have my Capricorn archetype in the 5th house, this is just the lens I'm looking my Venus towards. But the life situation gives me a better understanding of where that is being placed on. So the 5th house is self-expression, inner childlike expression, creativity. It's everything that deals with self-expression. So I like to value these things. So when we blend everything together, it's the Capricorn archetype in the 5th house. So I value things that deal with self-expression, childlike energy, self-esteem, and everything that deals with creativity, with the inner child. But I'm also very structured and Capricornian. I know when to place boundaries. It's thinking and practicality. That's cardinal Earth. So that's just a bit of example of Venus in the 5th house in Capricorn to give you a better understanding of your own unique Venus. So go look at your chart. And then my moon, my satellite, my emotions, where I feel most comfortable at is in my 4th house. So my ascendant is in Virgo, therefore my 4th house is Capricorn/Sagittarius. I have my moon there. So I feel comfortable in my 4th house. So whenever I have an energy in motion, and I have this need to brood, I like to go within. I like to go to my 4th house. I like to go to my Sag/Capricorn. So I like to place boundaries on my emotions. I like to place structure on them. But I'm also very mutable with my emotions, and I like to research. I like to see the expression of my emotions or what's going on. I like to apply wisdom towards them and share it, because I have Sagittarius there, which is mutable fire. Mutable fire would be understanding everyone else's expression and coming to their own conclusion of how to express. So I have that in my 4th house. So I feel comfortable whenever I need to brood, going to my 4th house, to Sag/Capricorn house in my moon is there. That doesn't mean that it's always going to be like, oh, I feel uncomfortable, like let me go to my 4th house and only do that. It's looking at astrology intuitively. And if you want to get better or deeper into like precision, you could look at your horoscope and understand your own unique moon right now and how it's aspected to today's moon, going more into like practical details. But this is just a blueprint. So understanding my own unique energies, I intuitively, looking at astrology, now that I understand the bigger picture and how it all works as a fractal mathematical equation, I can look at it and intuitively apply this to myself and understand this because I know myself now. When you look at astrology, like you intuitively kind of like understand it. It seems so complex, but it's not. It's just understanding how everything's fractal and it works together. The aspects, the planet, every combination of the life situations, it all works together uniquely for you. There's many charts and there's many ways you can look at it now. Essentially, astrology is a map to your psyche and understanding your value system, understanding the core of yourself. So your emotions and your Venus, you can start there when you look at astrology, when you look at your chart.